Yep, and I think that's especially true in these mirror matches, more so than like
Absolutely.
TVP or something like that.
Absolutely, it's because the unit compositions are so identical, and no one really has a racial advantage, and yet we are seeing a very similar game as we've done Chapung. Although Light actually looks like he's mining lots of gas with all of his SCVs. Or Firebright Heroes only has one SCV on gas, so Firebright Hero definitely going for a more vulture-heavy army. And here goes Firebright Hero with a big force of vultures moving around the middle of the map, and it looks like Light's vultures are going to draw back. So Light might be going for drops, which I think would be very exciting, or he could be going for more tanks, or hopefully wraiths or something of that nature. And it looks like Firebright here is trying to push in here, and Light's got a pretty good wall of vultures right there to try and fend off Firebright Hero. And yeah, Firebright Hero is going to be going very vulture heavy here in the near future.
Yeah, and we'll see some more posturing here. Like, the good news is there's not a lot of high ground, low ground type deals here. There's not, like in Chapung, if you take that hill there, you're basically just sealing the fate of the other guy.
Absolutely, and there is more room for maneuverability. It's a 4-player map as opposed to a 2-player map, so there'll be more opportunities for the vultures to flank each other. And look at this! This is quite a showdown here. We're having a standoff right there, right outside of Light's base. A ton of vultures versus a ton of vultures. No one has mines because they don't need them, because they're useless against other vultures. And it looks like Light has a couple more vultures, which makes sense since his resupply line is closer. And it looks like he's trying to stick a vulture through, or is he just trying to pick off a... This is ridiculous. This is like when you see a ZVZ game and you see like a wall of like Zerglings holding one player's ramp against like 6 Zerglings for the other opponent. Except this is like 30 vultures on 30 vultures, and both players just reinforcing their vulture armies. This is going to be one epically boring confrontation here very soon.
Oh yeah, wow! I just can't imagine the vulture on vulture action that's about to occur here.
There is going to be
one marine. I'm sure that'll
tip
the scales.
Marine is probably going to tip the scales completely in Light's favor. As you can see, that marine warding off the barracks of Firebright Hero, and that marine probably going to provide the advantage that he needs in this battle. And it looks like Light does have maybe a few more vultures than Firebright Hero there, but then again, Firebright Hero, I don't think the screen can really show like the whole collection of vultures. Firebright Hero certainly has more to the north of that view. And ooh, a tank coming out for Light.
Ooh.
And Firebright Hero can draw back, because yeah, that tank and a tank for coming up for Firebright Hero as well. It looks like these players has really studied these builds. Their builds have been identical. I have not noticed a single discrepancy from either player so far in their builds. Here comes the battle. Okay, just tons of vultures dying everywhere. Vulture on vulture action. This is A moving at its finest.
Really, just watch these two tanks here.
Yeah, I mean see which tank goes down first. It looks like Light's tank is severely damaged, but still alive. Firebright Hero not focusing fire on the tank. Firebright Hero's tanks are alive too. Oh, tons of vultures dying there.
Wow.
All at once. For Firebright Hero losing a lot of vultures, and now he has more back out there in siege mode. Finally, for Firebright Hero, siege mode might save the day for him here, and yeah, that tank is going to kill a lot of vultures. But looks like no, Light is not to be denied. Light has siege mode as well. Light has a second siege tank to reinforce, and I don't know how he was able to micro that well, but this Firebright Hero is in huge trouble here. Light looks like he's going to pull the upset off.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, these little advantages keep translating into bigger and bigger ones.
It was siege mode coming up, wasn't it? It was siege mode coming up for Light right in the middle of that battle. Okay, so yeah, Light getting siege mode just a little bit earlier, and then that just one huge tank shot killing tons of vultures, and it looks like he might parlay that into a victory, as he is now denying Firebright Hero mining at his natural expansion, laying mines down, laying siege outside of Firebright Hero's base, repairing his tank, and like I said, just those littlest things, like his decision to attack there when he knew that his siege mode was going to come just a couple seconds sooner in the middle of that battle. That had to have been planned by him there. He knew he didn't have an advantage in vultures, but he knew that he had that siege tank out, and he knew he had siege mode coming up soon. He initiated that battle, siege mode came up, and he took advantage of it and took out a lot of vultures. And Firebright Hero pushed it back, and Firebright Hero was really going to have this thing special at this point.
Yeah, I mean, basically he's just contained here now. Like, Light can just set up shop outside of his natural and just watch as Firebright Hero cries.
He's pushing up his ramp with a lot of vultures, and there is that one. I don't know if this is a good idea though, because Firebright Hero has that tank and secret on his ramp, and he's just going to be able to kill a ton of stuff I guess Light knows better than I do, but it doesn't seem like he's doing a lot of damage here. This attack, I think he should probably just, be content to contain.
Yeah. Well, maybe he's trying to free up some Psy here.
I should certainly hope he's not supply cap at this point. I don't think he's trying to transition over to battle cruisers or anything. I mean, I don't know. He did manage to kill off a lot of Firebat Heroes Vultures, but those siege tanks are still alive. If he can take out those siege tanks of Firebat Heroes, though, then he's going to be in a great shape. But no, Light loses all of his siege tanks, and I think he still has the contain on Firebat Hero. He still has one more siege tank there backing up, but if he loses that siege tank, he could be in huge trouble. And Firebat Hero has 2 siege tanks to Light's 1, and Light might have played himself. He's still in the lead, obviously, but I don't know if that was really necessary for to lose the contain. Although Light has a bunch of reinforcements coming up here.
Yeah, and I mean, Light's been farming out of 2 bases this whole time, while Firebat Hero had to lift his. So,
tons of vultures dying though for Light right there.
Yeah, he's doing his best to fight his way down the round, but
that command center went down for Firebat Hero. That was not good play. Yeah, Terrans can do this thing where they float their buildings so they don't die to ground-based units like siege tanks and vultures, but for some reason Firebat Hero wasn't paying attention, and yeah, that's definitely GG right there. He knew when that center went down. Big mistake by Firebat Hero. He was in the hole anyway. He was contained and denied mining, but when he lost that command center, there's nothing he can do. A very impressive game by Light, actually. In the mirror match, those little things, he did the little things he had to do, and Firebat Hero did not.
Wow, and Light sporting just a t-shirt here?
That is very
The hero
odd.
booth must be very, very warm.
I agree with you. We saw, definitely C earlier with his sweatshirt on, just sweating bullets. And it looks like the t-shirt working out just fine for Light, as he manages to take down Firebat Hero and actually put this match at 3-1 in favor of MBC Hero, going on to Game 5.